Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network. Lynnette Caldwell is back joining us with so much. She is an entrepreneur of all sorts. You name it, she does it. Hair, yeah, she's got the main thing. She's got food, some delicious pudding. Nana, okay, you explain yourself. And you got all the products. Okay, please introduce yourself, sweetheart.
Okay, my name is Lynnette Caldwell. I am the owner of theMANEthang.com. Hair wellness products. I also have Nana's pudding and other deliciousness. And I am a health, a mindset, and practitioner. I help coaches, consultants, entrepreneurs, athletes, and sales teams transform their minds. I'm a mindset coach. So I really love it. As a matter of fact, I was so late today because I was on the phone with a client.
Oh, and what were you doing? Coaching sessions?
We were doing coaching sessions. We were closing out a sales call because I told you I'm doing a mentorship for 6 months. So I got my first client.
Congratulations.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. So I'm very excited about that. Also, I wanted to let you know that I made progress with the website person in regards to Nana's pudding.
Oh, good. Yeah, because remember, it was different and it was wrong, and then it was up.
It wasn't there. It wasn't existing.
Yeah.
But it has to. I mean, I don't know what's going on with the site. Like, you can't actually purchase anything yet, but the site is there now. If you go to theMANEthang.com, it's there. But he has to do some work on it. But at least it's back up.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was giving error messages, and I couldn't understand what was going on, and neither could GoDaddy. So it is back. Whew, thank goodness. I'm happy about that.
And what's the website? Tell us.
theMANEthang.com.
Perfect. I'm gonna look it up as we talk. Do you mind? Because I want to make sure it's working. I want to be like, hey, and I can actually see it now. This is exciting.
Right.
MANEthang.com. Okay, and now I spelled it wrong. It's my fault this time. I put PUSD. Okay, hold on, Nana's, because I'm trying to do it quick. Pudding.com. Here we go. Did I spell Nana's wrong? Here it comes. It's coming. I got it. And other deliciousness, and it's popping up in spurts. I guess it's a slow connection. And the square, shop now. Beautiful. I love your jars. I love your labeling, even with your hair products. You're always very creative with that. Oh my God. So since we're here, nanaspudding.com, everyone, NANASPUDDING.com. Tell us about all these amazing, you do cakes too?
I told you. They made me do it.
But the kids' cakes, I can't, and now they're actually there for, oh my God. See, I have the 5 and 7-year-old. I didn't realize that they're actually for sale on the site. See, now I could, seeing is believing and remembering. This is amazing. Yes. So tell us about your shop.
It's so much, there are so much more cakes that could be on this website now, but I haven't been able to find it. But now that we found it, we can update it. But yeah, I started out with just doing the pudding for my daughter for her baby shower, and people love the pudding so much that they started pre-paying me. Who prepays a baker?
Wow. That's when you know you've made it. You're really good. And you're on a waiting list. Like a psychic medium. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm on the waiting list.
Mediums and chefs and bakers. Yep.
So I had to, because they figured if this is good, everything else that I'm asking for has to be just as good. So I had to make sure that I do things in accordance to what their taste buds are. So I'm self-taught, and I learned and I delivered. So I started doing cakes, cheesecakes. Did you see the banana pudding cheesecake on there?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh my.
Banana pudding cheesecake, banana pudding cake, sweet potato pie. Oh my gosh.
Chocolate,
you will absolutely
mini Reese's cupcakes. I was just at the Hershey factory, and I was like seeing all the Reese's being made and the Hershey bars. Oh wow.
We're contemplating going there for Ava's 8th birthday, which is the end of the 23rd of this month.
Oh, we had so much fun. There's Chocolate World is separate from the amusement park. I mean, they're next to each other, but 2 separate admissions in a sense. There's so much to do at both places. It was amazing. My kids had a great time. And the vanilla cupcakes, to be honest, I'm a plain Jane. Vanilla cupcakes are my favorite, and looks like you have the twist of different types of frosting here in different colors. So can you specify the colors you want and stuff? Is that part of it, or?
Well, if someone is telling me I'm having an event or I'm having a birthday party and these are the colors, then of course. But if they just say I want cupcakes and they don't specify anything, I'll just use a particular color of liner. Is that what you're talking about? The liner?
Made with love. I'm looking at the vanilla cupcakes with the pink frosting, but they're not all just pink frosting. Some is pink swirl, some's a little more whiter than the pink. They're like very creative. The
color palette.
Yes, yes.
I've done events for people and they, this is what the event is about. Sometimes they don't tell me. I'll look up the people in the event or what they're doing, and then I'll just pick a color according to what I see that their colors are. So I'll just go with that. Some people like, they don't care. Just do what you have. I love to create. I love when people allow me to be creative and do my own thing. So that's what I appreciate the most. But if they specify a color, then I'll go with the color.
And Lynnette, how does it work with shipping to make sure everything gets there fresh and safe? Just curious how do you do shipping?
So I have like a controlled container box where it's insulated, and when you put something cold in there, of course, it stays cold. I do put a few cold packs in there, and it will ship within 1 to 2 days, and it will arrive still cold. So I have people give me feedback on how it arrived and what was going on. So that works too. A lot of people, they like to come by and get their own products. They like, I don't care, I'll be there, I'll get it. I see the table going back and forth.
For those on the podcast, we're on the live Zoomcast as well. So her camera sometimes zooms in and out. It's the coolest feature ever. Never heard of it, never thought of it until I started talking to her. And it's something that I wish I could figure out how to do on my Zoom.
And you never know when it's going to do it.
Yeah, so you gotta be careful where your hands are. Or I don't know, what could you be doing? You have a dog on your lap. Hey, honey, but that's okay. And then all of a sudden it zooms out. It's like, here's my pet. Oops, I didn't know I was playing with my hamster. It's like right here.
Or not have on bottoms.
Exactly, sitting here naked doing a podcast, right? Hey, I'm telling you, I've done a lot of these. I've seen a lot of things, and yep. Right. Oh yeah, that has happened. I interviewed a woman one time and she had no pants on, and she got up though, not even realizing it. And then we joked and we talked about it later. It was fine, but it's just, she had underwear on, but still, underwear is like a bathing suit. It's fine, but of course it's uncomfortable, but hey, it happens. And working from home, everyone, during the pandemic,
right.
Got to let things go.
People didn't realize that. You have to be careful with those things.
Yeah,
That's why I'm always putting on pants. If they're spandex or not, I don't care. I'll just have them on.
Good.
So that's good. I was just talking to my dad, and I'm telling him. He says, "Oh, how you doing?" My dad is 80, and he says, "How are you doing today?" And I said, "Oh, I'm so excited. I'm getting ready to see Jill, and we're gonna do the podcast." He's like, "What podcast? Like, what? How come I don't know about this?" And I'm like, "You don't?"
Is he listening? Do you have him on? Does he internet savvy?
He just asked for the link as we were about to come on. So I told him I would send the link after.
Okay. Well, then pop up if you're listening. Congratulations on raising such a beautiful woman who is so successful. Did dad have any bearing in this? Is dad an entrepreneur of sorts, or?
You know what? No, he is not. He's a philosopher.
Okay.
He's a philosopher. So I take what he has to say and I listen to what he has to say every now and then, and I incorporate it into my life. So yes, he has somewhat, but he's not an entrepreneur. So he will be happy to hear what you said, and he's going to start listening. So next time when we come on, I'll let him know we're about to go on so he can listen live.
Oh, yes. Wonderful. Yeah. Wow. So now the website's up and running. How are you multitasking? Because she's an entrepreneur of all sorts. We talked just quickly about the main thing, but there's Nana's Delicious Pudding, clearly. There's the main thing, and then all your coaching. So where are we heading next? This is beautiful.
So what we're doing now, because we want to get more people on board with changing mindset, especially their personal mindset and their money mindset. Like that is my goal. So that's why this mentorship is into play. So I have a team now that is posting and dealing with the main thing, so they can deal with that one. I focus more on the coaching and periodically deal with orders from Nana's Pudding. So I've been doing a lot of writing, a lot of instructing on how to do my landing page and different things like that, so that people can now come to me, because like I said, I'm going to be working a lot with coaches and entrepreneurs and athletes and people like that who are wanting to, you know, learn more about mindset and what are they doing, what can they do to generate more opportunity and more money in their lives. So that's what I'm doing. That's how I'm marketing. And I'm so excited, especially after that call.
And the whole thing with Amazon, with the Black women accelerating program. What I mean,
I know it's a lot, and I feel like I'm like this. I'm doing a robot because
you're blessed, but we all know things. You know, some things are good, some goes down, and it's always a balance. So enjoy it. Amazing. Embrace it.
I'm really enjoying it. I'm really happy. As a matter of fact, I just got an email the other day. There's a London week. They reached out to me. They want my products for me to either go to London, which I'm not going to do right now, or send my products to London, or work with them virtually. So there's opportunity there for their Christmas week. So I'm going to be working with them in terms of the main thing. They reached out to the main thing. So each opportunity comes to different businesses, and it's so nice because what I'm teaching is what I'm living. Yeah. Yeah, it's really so, you know, when you stop the stinking thinking and you start aligning your thoughts, opportunities start to present themselves. And that's what's so important about my message and what I try to get across to others, that they can do it as well. And you and I are the only ones.
Yes. And how is the business going? You held up a product when we first started. Was that one of the...
That is the main thing, shampoo.
Oh, wonderful.
This is the shampoo. So this is the thing. Last week I forgot the comb, but
there's the comb. You were talking about the beautiful comb and the packaging. Yeah. And for those, remember, there's new listeners each and every week. Tell us about the main thing. Tell us about your products, what's used to make them, how they're helping you, and so many people, all different hair types. Love to hear it.
Right. Okay. So the main thing is about hair wellness. It's all organic. It's all natural, Ayurvedic products, which is like a medicine that the Indians use to heal the sick. So I had to heal my scalp. I had no hair up here whatsoever, so I couldn't even do what I'm doing now with my hair. So I came up with, the first thing was the Miracle Hair Growth Elixir. This is what I used to get my hair back into shape and started to grow healthy. And I started with that product, and then I went on to the baby product. This is for babies and newborn babies and children to like 5 years old, or adults who have sensitive scalp. And then I have the Biotin Boost, filler biotin, which is good for your hair. And then sometimes when people place orders, they place huge orders. I send them a comb, which is a wide tooth comb that they should use to not pulling not a lot of tension on your hair. And then I also have my hair cap. Sometimes I send out 3 bonnets. This one is a different color from the last time I showed you.
Yeah. Oh, and it's, look at that. I want one of those bonnets. Can you send one to me? And I want to wear it next week on air.
Okay, I can.
I'm serious.
I know. I need your address.
Yes.
I need your address, and I can send it to you.
Perfect. I don't know who your producer is, but reach out to them. They'll give it to you or send it to the station. Okay. Thank you. Right. Oh gosh, I'm on vacation next week, but eventually I'll see you again.
Yeah. Definitely. And I will definitely have you. So I want to wear it. So yeah.
I want to wear it. I do. It looks so soft and cozy. And
yeah, it is.
Now your products, tell them about what happened to you in your hair and
so I have thin hair naturally. So while I was in the workforce, I used to wear wigs and weaves and tight braids all the time, because my hair couldn't withstand any type of humidity or anything like that. So I was just more comfortable with a wig or a weave. So I did wear that. And once I started doing that for so long, it was over 10 years straight, my hair started falling out. And it was breaking off, and I was getting bald spots, and I was getting all these things were happening to it. And I decided I had an accident. So I had to assess my hair then. And that's when I realized, like, oh my God, what is going on? And I started buying products and saying, well, let me do this, let me do that. So I was making matters worse because there are a lot of chemicals in those products that you buy in the retail stores because they have to have those products in those chemicals in there for product shelf life. And then once I realized that they were not good for me, I did research on what are the good things for my hair. And I just started curating my own stuff. And once I started to pull together, I kept working on it and kept working on it. I started to hand out the products to different people and they was giving me feedback. A lot of naturals, which are people who don't put any chemicals in their hair. They started to let me know that this was a good product. So I started using it and then they started buying it. I'm like, wow. And once they started buying it, I knew that I can actually put it out on the market. So it's been since November 2021 that I put it out. So it's just a few short months. It hasn't been a year that I've had them out, but I'm getting more feedback on it. A lot of people are coming to it and inquiring about it. So I'm excited about that.
As you should be. Wow. And you put it on how often?
I use it, like, for instance, I have, the braids in my hair. So I use it every day. I use it every day and sometimes twice a day, most of the time twice a day, but I definitely use it every day. But if I was to wear my hair out or something and I needed the body, I wouldn't want to weigh my hair down with oil. Although people say that this product it doesn't come across as oily. It doesn't really weigh your hair down, but you just put it in certain areas. But I would use it less if I had to put my hair down, for a while. But I use it every day. I use my bonnet every night or a satin pillow.
And you have a special conditioner as well?
Well, this is a shampoo.
Is it in one?
It's two in one.
Got it. Okay.
It has the black soap, the peppermint soap, the ginger, the coconut milk, green tea. So it's pretty good. It works double. It works double. So I really enjoy this shampoo very much. So I'm just looking at it and saying, wow, did I do that? I'm excited. So now I want to help other people who think that they can't do things.
Well, I mean, you're a coach already, and now are you working with people on starting business, entrepreneur coaching? That's a whole nother brand for you.
Right. So once you start to get into your mind, like, because the basics, the core of the mindset and everything is about worthiness, deservability. And once you start to know, like, oh, I can do this too. You look at other people as if they are the only ones that can do it because they've done it. But what about you? You can do it as well. And then you start to change your mind about how you see things for yourself because you start to look at things differently. People don't realize that I can do the same thing. I know I didn't realize that. You could not tell me that I would have a bakery, a hair wellness line. You couldn't tell me I would be doing that back in the day. So it's about a mind shift. It definitely is about that. So whenever you do anything or however you do anything, you need to check your thoughts.
Yeah. And as a biz coach and also what I call it a wealth coach, how do you describe your coaching titles and duties, responsibilities?
I mean, it's so descriptive these days because it is like a mindset, business, and wealth practitioner. Because before you do anything, you got to get your mind right. Yeah. And then once you start to get your mind right, then you start to cultivate a business. Yeah. And once you start getting into the business, then you're going to start to think about what can I do to enhance my wealth. So it's in that order. Mindset, business, wealth.
Perfect. So people are coming to you and you're giving them advice and tips. I mean, how many entrepreneurs have you, helped create at this point?
Oh my gosh. So, I mean, it's so many. I do not even know because it's not really just one-on-one anymore. Back in the day, it was more one-on-one. More now, it's more about groups, and they have they have different things that they want to do. Sometimes you want to create a digital product. Sometimes you want to create a product-based business. Sometimes you want to create a service-based business, or both, like I do. So, it's one step at a time. I feel like product-based businesses should be done first, because after a while you can automate them. Like, they can go to my website, or they can go to Amazon and they can place their orders and I don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
So you can do stuff like that, So I think that a digital product, you can create a digital product and sell like an ebook. That generates a lot of income. If you really look at things. So there are things that can be done that people don't even realize that you can do them. So I want to put it out there. I want to capture those who think that they can't be done, because they're talking about the R word, recession. You heard that recently?
Yeah, supposedly that's what's coming, right? Elon Musk is the one who I heard it from like a week and a half ago, telling the world that we're going to recession. All of a sudden, I know the stock market's going down. I'm like, I guess he's right. I mean, what do I know? I'm not I
try to recession-proof people's mind. If you think you're in recession, you will be.
Yep.
You absolutely will be. Companies have been built in recession, so we need to look at that. How did they prosper? A lot of people prosper in so-called recession, so we need to think differently about it.
A lot of businesses will be affected again, right? The ups and downs. What would you give advice to someone who wants to start a business now during this upcoming recession? You still think it's a good time to start?
I think go for it. Go for it. Like I said, it's all in your mind, because the pandemic, how much money people were making during the pandemic, because there are services that could be offered. You can do meal prep and all different types of things that you can send out to, you can start any type of business. You can start, some people during the pandemic, they were going through mental crisis. There are a lot of mental health coaches out there that can help you. A mindset coach, such as myself, can help people during these times of recession. Like I said, a digital product, you're at home thinking of something that you can write about and you can sell online. Why are we thinking about a recession?
Yeah, so true.
Yeah.
Wow. People were crying in the beginning, losing job, unemployment, and then people were scared, and change is hard. And then all of a sudden, there's so many great businesses that came about from this, how creative people become, including yourself.
I think that this is the perfect opportunity to change your mindset about the traditional ways of making money. Everybody's not going to a job all the time. They don't want to go to a job.
Get rid of that commute.
Knock it right out of there. You don't even have to worry about that. You can do stuff at home. And that's what I try to encourage people to do. Even if you still do have a job, you can do something on the side to kind of push yourself forward, that you won't have to have the job eventually.
Wow. Well, we still have just 5 minutes left. What else do you want to share, Lynnette? Any tips, advice to the biz about your products? There's just so much to
I know it's so much. So now that we have the Nana's
see, everyone's excited.
Listen to my dog. He's always excited. But you can find me on theMANEthang.com if you want to order any hair wellness, theMANEthang.com, or you can go to Amazon under the brand theMANEthang to place orders. You can also catch me on Instagram under theMANEthang. That's TheMANEthang with an S. I'm also as the coach under Lynnette Caldwell on IG, and Nana's Pudding _. That is what my IG is. So anybody who wants to reach out to me, or they can call me 917-774-8116. And I'm always on Instagram to answer questions.
I was going to ask, someone has a question. You're always there to lend a helping hand. No charge for a quick question. Do you offer initial consult to work if someone wants to get started with the coaching practice?
Yeah, I'm always doing like a little free consultation. So it's always good to have a little, they can send me a DM, they can ask me a question, they can follow me. They can follow me on any one of those pages. I'm very active on most of them. Not so much Nana's Pudding, but people know my presence. They know that one kind of automates itself. People are very active on that one.
Good. Well, it's a pleasure. Love having you here. Can't wait to see you again next and to try your products, of course. And I'm so happy about the websites. Let's remind everyone the websites again.
The website is theMANEthang.com or nanaspudding.com.
Perfect. And on Instagram, how do we find you?
Instagram is at theMANEthangs with an S on the end, or at nanaspudding_ or at Lynnette Caldwell. And
that's Lynnette, spelled Lynnette.
Yes.
Caldwell, Caldwell. Thank you. Anything you want to share for the 4th of July weekend? Do you have a lot of orders in for like
no
baked goods?
No, not for the 4th of July. No, not that.
You'll be making it for yourself and your family.
Yes. We'll probably do some kind of barbecue or something ourselves.
Well, it's a pleasure having you here. So excited to talk to someone who's so successful, sharing everything with us, and want to wish you more continued success and luck. And I hope someone here can learn something from you today, reaches out, and again, she can guide you. And that's so important to get an entrepreneurial brain and start. I wish I work for someone. I got to think of something on my own too. Not that I love my boss if you're listening, but yeah, it's good to become an entrepreneur.
Absolutely.
All right. Lynnette Caldwell, thank you so much. You have a fantastic day and holiday weekend, and we'll talk soon. Thank you.
Are you looking for even more of the podcasts and hosts that you love? The Podcast Business News Network is proud to announce that you now have even more ways to listen live. Check out the MyTuner Radio, online radio box, and Simple Radio apps on iOS and Android, or find us online. Search for Business News Network on mytuner-radio.com, or search Podcast Business News Network on streama.com and onlineradiobox.com/US. Take your podcast on the go and don't miss a minute of the action.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers.
Day-to-day simple tasks can become pretty daunting.
I have to carry my chair up 2 flights of steps or have somebody do it for me.
What scares me the most is just the falling.
When I'm struggling with my house, I think, to have that one great barrier just knocked down, it's crucial.
Home for Our Troops is a wonderful nonprofit that builds a
mortgage-free, fully adaptive, handicap-accessible house.
And there's no catch.
It'll be our very first home that we've ever owned. This is a game changer.
This is where your life begins again.
We need you to join us in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Because of you, everything's going to be okay.